Abha, the treasurer of the Delhi University Teachers Association, if you would want to
Thank
add. Yeah,
Thanks, Rajiv.
yeah.
What we have already said that tomorrow is 5th September, and the kind of policies which are coming in place, it does not bring any joy to us. And we see that NEP has a reduced role for universities and teachers. ये जो पूरा का पूरा असॉल्ट है जिसमें आप जो रेगुलर स्ट्रीम है उसको खोलकर सेमी रेगुलर बनाना चाहते हैं, जहाँ की आज के दिन में अगर आप देखें कि many students from marginalized sections, women, Dalit, Bahujan students, minorities, they actually want to reach universities and colleges. They are aspiring to be part of the regular stream. And what is happening today is that the government wants to increase the gross enrollment ratio, but it does not want to put in money in education. It does not want to increase the public spending in higher education or in education. And we see what they want to do is that to render all regular streams as semi-regular streams. तो ठीक है, अगर आपको लगता है कि ज्यादा लोगों को इंक्लूड करने के लिए डिस्टेंस लर्निंग को इंक्रीज करना चाहिए, तो डिस्टेंस लर्निंग हमेशा एक इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट रहा है। और मुझे लगता है कि इग्नू के साथ साथ और सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज या स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटीज खोली जा सकती हैं, और बहुत सारी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज में distance learning mode is part of education. For example, in Delhi University, we have SOL. You strengthen them. You bring new techniques there. You also employ more people there. We have seen how SOL has been staffed. It used to be like a small college, and today, I mean, so had 100 and more faculty members, and today we see that there are only 25, 26 people working there as teachers. Same thing we were looking at IGNU. IGNU caters to above 44 lakh students, and if you will count the number of faculty, it is like 2 DU colleges put together. It is like 500 faculty members, and half the seats are lying vacant. So आप उसको strengthen कीजिए, but आप कम से कम अपनी regular streams को खराब मत कीजिए. आप और colleges और universities बनाइए. Student university और colleges में आना चाहते हैं. Across the world, we have seen that the white collar jobs go to those who have gone to colleges and universities, because it is not that students learn what happens within the classroom, but also what happens beyond the classrooms, in the corridors, with each other. And they work with extracurricular activities, for co-curricular activities, and new leadership is produced in various sectors. Now what we are doing is that we are, by rendering everything as semi-regular, we are taking away that chance from the students. Also, मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ, मैं तो मिरांडा हाउस में विमेंस कॉलेज में पढ़ाती हूँ. हर साल मेरी पहली क्लास में मैं यही पूछती हूँ कितनी स्टूडेंट्स की मदर्स जो हैं वर्किंग मदर्स हैं, और मैं आपको बताऊं अभी तक 50 से 60 स्टूडेंट्स में 5 हाथ या 4 हाथ आते हैं कि उनकी मदर्स वर्किंग है. तो जब स्कूल टीचर्स आते हैं, जब टीचर्स मिलते हैं, women teachers, Dalit Bahujan teachers, they become role models for these students. They aspire students to move further in life, and the kind of impact we had in our life, because we saw independent women taking classes, walking with confidence. It looked as if they're taking all their decisions on their own, and this helps students. And the government is breaking this whole ek tarike se fabric of how education should be. So one, it means that the government does not have an understanding of what education is, how it should be, what is the purpose of education, and the manner in which parliament was sidelined, and NEP was moved forward through cabinet on 29 July 2020. We see the same structure being followed by all vice chancellors in their respective universities. आपको लागू करना है, और आपको मालूम है यहाँ पे बहुत सारे साथी रिपोर्टर्स हैं जो बहुत देख रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से 10 साल से दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी को एक लैब में कन्वर्ट कर दिया गया है. और हमें तो अभी ये भी लग रहा है कि जो हमारे साथ 4-year मॉडल पास किया है, without talking to teachers, without sending it to departments, faculties, to staff councils to get any info, it shows lack of confidence in their own model. This means the government lacks the confidence in its own policy, that the vice chancellors also know that this is not the reform which is needed, or teachers will support, because the student is not going to earn much more in 4 years with compared to what is happening right now. But you are asking student to spend more. And in a structure where there are 4 years, there are 3 more degrees, सर्टिफिकेट, डिप्लोमा, और आप देखेंगे एनेक्चर जो इसी में पास हुआ, वो बोल नहीं पा रहे हैं सर्टिफिकेट इन व्हाट. Diploma in what? These are paper degrees. And even if your student moves out with 3 years, they will always be treated as dropouts. So the market is always going to treat them as dropouts. So you're forcing parents to spend for another year this. And also the PG restructuring has not been done alongside. And if you put 3+2 PG model, 3-year UG and 2-year PG, that is far more rich than 4+1 year PG. So ये तो बहुत बड़ा मजाक होने वाला है और हम चाहते हैं कि आपके माध्यम से हम लोग घर घर पहुंचे क्योंकि farm laws, labor laws and now NEP. This is going to touch each and every household and it only shows lack of government's understanding and government's confidence in their own policies to face people or parliament. We remember that 6 bills came in UPS 2 times. We were able to resist. Duta was invited, FedPuta was invited by the standing committee of Rajya Sabha, and we were able to present our ideas there. And I remember Oscar Fernandez was leading those standing committees, some of the committees where we had gone, and our view was incorporated. And these bills were not passed. I mean, it was understood that the teachers are raising very valid points. Today, we see when you read NEP, there is no commitment of the government towards the 4th year. In JNU, courses are being passed for undergraduate. Has any money come? Who will take the burden? Is there any infrastructure development? And now, right now, JNU is governed by its own act, which has a vision for the university. You are setting that aside without actually having the guts to pass anything from the parliament and bring it. We are looking at a very bleak future for higher education, also for teachers. ये कि कल MOE मिनिस्टर ने प्रॉमिस किया है, वाइस चांसलर्स को कहा है कि आप नौकरी दीजिए, आप कीजिए, हमें इसमें कोई कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है. दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में 10 साल में हम 3 बार ऐड देख चुके हैं और उसका सब स्क्रूटिनी वगैरह होकर भी it was kept on the side. And more than 4,000 teachers have been working on ad hoc basis, and many of you participated in Duta press conference where we lashed back at the government for producing a wrong data on number of ad hocs working in Delhi University. So we see that there is no honesty in this, and also if the government has to apply its mind, whether with SWAYAM and APC and blended mode, will there be any workload? Colleges hire strictly on the basis of workload. Teachers will be thrown out of their jobs. And I tell you, Duta, FedCuta, AI Facto, we are all committed to fight for us next generations of students and teachers. Thanks, Rajiv. Thanks.
Thank you, Abha.